Welcome to our today's webinar with NFON and Sennheiser. Today we'll bring you news about HD voice quality. Our webinar today, Hearing Voices, now also in HD. My name is Sebastian Becker from NFON headquarters, and I'll welcome you for this 30 minutes of information. Today with me we'll have George Brady from NFON UK. Hi, George.
Hi there.
And we do have from our hardware partner Sennheiser, Matthias Lücke, product manager. Hi, Matthias.
Hi, welcome.
Hi, Matthias, thank you. All right, so we'll be speaking today about a couple of things. The agenda looks as followed. First of all, there will be a little bit of an introduction about NFON as a company and the communication market in general, and that will be followed by a information about the telephone system from NFON. We will move on with the HD voice feature that we are promoting in this webcast today. And last but not least, Matthias will tell you a little bit about Sennheiser as a company and also about the hardware that Sennheiser is offering for HD voice quality. So I would like to pass on the microphone to my colleague George, sitting in London. George, there you go.
Perfect. Okay, well, thank you, Sebastian. Like you've mentioned, I'm going to start off by explaining a little bit about who we are, how we've got to the position that we're in, and then hopefully give you an understanding about NFON's part, then hand over to the capable hands of Matthias afterwards. So as a company, NFON was established in 2007. Our headquarters are in Munich, and it is in Munich where the system was originally developed and where it continues to be improved. We're currently present in 2 data centers, each with kind of quadruple redundancy in terms of internet connectivity. And we actually have presence in 13 different countries around Europe now. Again, reiteration that with us, production of the platform is all taken care of in-house. The development of telecommunications and telephony is not a new thing. From the beginning of the 20th century, you used to have to phone the operator to have them patch you through or connect a call. This then developed into subscriber dialing with the local telephone network, with the creation of the rotary dial, eliminating the need for labor-intensive switchboard service. 100 years later, that development is continuing. The recent past, a new telephone system meant getting an expensive on-premise solution in the actual office. Today, with the ability of a cloud-based telephone system, businesses have the ability to negate the need for expensive capital expenditure on equipment. Not only this, but it provides a flexible, cost-efficient system that is simple and easy to deploy. Not only that, but due to the fact that it is cloud-based, it's 100% future-proof. With the introduction of NFON's cloud telephone system, communication has effectively become a commodity, meaning that customers can add or take away extensions if and when they are required. Equally, the flexibility that a cloud-based solution offers means that businesses can eliminate the need for expensive support and maintenance of their system. With communication today, people are looking what's important to them. Most of the businesses are looking at the cloud for a number of different services now, and have realized that IP telephony is another way that they can meet their expectations in terms of communication. It's a solution that is innovative, it's easy to use, and it has the ability to save significant costs as well. We'll touch on it in a second, but the continuation of development of this sector is continuing to grow significantly. So, why should we become and be converts over to the cloud-based telephone system? Currently, there are around 235 million companies worldwide, with every single one of them reliant on communication. In addition to this, big carriers such as BT in the UK have stated that by 2025, all of their customers will be using IP voice. This decision proves that ISDN, the traditional medium, is undoubtedly considered as yesterday's technology. Not only this, but the date that has been associated with it gives a clear understanding for customers as a target date from which to move away. With migration away from ISDN in the years to come, businesses are going to proactively be looking for providers who can provide them with a service that is reliable and one that has experience in that field as well. At NFON, we believe that we are that provider. We are the market leader in Europe, have been present and operating for nearly 9 years now, and we have the ability to cater for businesses of any size, right from down from the small size of 2 right up to kind of 250,000 extensions. So there are no businesses that aren't a target customer for NFON. A little bit more about the market. So we've touched on the fact that there are over 235 million companies out wide, all of who are potential NFON customers. Now that figure is increasing by the day. It's a huge market, and at every stage, someone in the near future is going to have to change over to the IP telephony concept with the eradication of ISDN in the next 10 or so years. The incentives for businesses coming on board are huge. There are currently 62.6 million seats in service, and like we've touched on before, that is ever increasing as well. So a lot of opportunity out there, and an imperative medium for a lot of businesses as well. Okay, now I'm going to touch a little bit more on NFON's system itself, now that we've introduced the market and the push towards IP telephony in the coming years. So to give you an understanding, NFON's system comprises of around 150 or over 150 what I'd like to call core telephony features. So this includes all of the things that have become regarded as standard for your telephone system. So transferring calls, putting people on hold, voicemail, voicemail to email, all of those are included within all the licenses that we offer. In addition to this, in a way that we actually differentiate from kind of on-premise PBX system is the ability to take your extension with you on multiple different devices. Included in this is the ability to have your extension on a soft phone, on our mobile client. So this means that by no means are companies now specific and restricted to having to work in the office in order to be functioning behind their extension number. So this enables people to have their extension with them at their branch office, at their home, and also while they're about on the move. Now, management of the system is another thing which we have developed and differentiate from a lot of other kind of on-premise traditional providers. So traditionally, getting someone in to adapt and change the system to the needs of your business was required, and an expensive process as well. But through the use of our online portal, you can remotely organize and manage your telephone system from anywhere via the web. Included as well, and one thing that's important to note, is the range of different hardware devices that can be used with the NFON system. So traditionally, you'd be using a telephone based on the desk. Now, those days are now behind us, because we can now offer a solution that is available on a laptop, on your mobile app, as well as looking at other different kind of endpoints with our integration with Microsoft Link and stuff as well. So real flexibility for the end user now. No longer are we restricted to 1 or 2 devices. This is a slide to reiterate the fact that our system is designed and developed in Germany. And our German heritage is something that we're very proud about, and the reputation of reliability and resilience is certainly something that we are keen to preach to potential customers and other companies as well. Our data centers are both geo-redundant data centers. One's in Munich, the other and in Nuremberg. And with these data centers, they have to apply to and adhere to significant kind of restrictions in terms of certification of quality. So we are registered on ISO 27001 for our data centers, and we've had guaranteed availability of over 99.9%. So a real watertight system as well, and one that is typically German, as we like to tell our customers in the UK. In terms of support, we have support in various different languages, and being web-based and cloud-based, we are constantly improving and ironing out any sort of bugs or bits and pieces in order that our customers are constantly getting the best service possible. Okay, now touching on the HD transmission of voice. Traditionally, phone calls can be a tiring process. I think we've all been on lengthy phone calls and realized that after an hour or so, it does become hard work. With the development of HD voice, we're eliminating the need for you to work hard while on the phone. You don't need to reconstruct conversations and misunderstood bits of information, because we are hoping that we can now provide, with the help of our hardware vendors and associations with the likes of Sennheiser, to be able to transmit HD quality voice. Traditionally, copper wires and ISDN have been associated with G711 codec. Now we are moving away from that onto G722 for the HD transmission of voice. Now, in terms of NFON's involvement in this, we can take care of that from the point of the hardware, so where the HD quality is assured, through to our data centers. When it breaks out from that, it is out of our control. However, with NFON to NFON calls, we can guarantee that that will be the HD transmission of voice. And not only that, but for free, completely free of charge if phoning from NFON to NFON. So real incentive there as well. In terms of the prerequisites and what's required in order to transmit that higher quality of voice clarity, and to ensure that customers can increase efficiency and save time and effort when on the phone, we like to think of it as kind of three different elements. So NFON takes care of the PBX, then it's the point of the hardware. So this is where I'd probably introduce Matthias in order to have the hardware that can facilitate that. Equally, the infrastructure is imperative as well. So with our connections and our data centers, we like to think that with the use of Sennheiser and other HD quality hardware, we can really provide a fully HD service, and one that's going to become imperative and very, very important for businesses in the upcoming years. Okay, so I guess that is where I kind of hand over to Matthias to hopefully explain a bit about the hardware and what's required in order for us to work together properly.
Yes, thank you, George. Also once more, welcome from my side. I think Sennheiser is a known company as audio company, so we are very happy to hear that we can transmit your voice directly, so as we talk about. So all our headsets in the CCO sector for the professional communication are based under the head of Experience Sennheiser, and for all contact center and office headsets, unified communication, we want to give you the professional audio experience, audio knowledge we have in our company, so that we are very that we can provide you with the best sound you can get. So what can you expect from Sennheiser and NFON? As George mentioned, is very important to have a good PBX system, a good infrastructure, and also a good hardware who can provide you the HD sound, the full range of audio transmission. The wideband is optimal for speech, so it's covered all frequencies you need for a good understanding, for a stressless conversation. You have with NFON a dynamic solution, as Josh mentioned. You have you can get services, you can leave services if you didn't need them. So this is an optimized communication solution you can get for your company. The wideband sound, once more, is the HD sound called. It's also very important that is the limit of the range. It's much more higher than you have an ISDN call or a normal phone call. So this is very important to know that you have a bigger range of frequencies we transmit in the system. Sennheiser's audio company make it a little bit complicated. We have the range in dark blue here, where the speech is located in the frequency range. Normally, in the two red lines, this is a normal range we transmission over ISDN or such systems. And if you use a HD sound, it comes a wider sound, a wideband sound, so they cover more frequencies. And you see on this side that we cover all of the most of the speech area, and so we have the big range and wideband and the good understanding for you. Also, the noise cancellation is not important to hear everything. It's also important that you can also be very good, that you have a good way to understand your conversation partner. We work with different companies who use Sennheiser voice clarity, and the voice clarity is also based on the noise cancellation microphones, so that we transmit your voice, not the noise in your office or what colleagues try to make in your office. The next very important point for us is build to the last, based on our materials we use for our headsets. It's very important that you can use it all the day. It's very comfortable to wearing. It's very strong. We use vector and reinforced cables. It's sort of steel in our products. The plastic parts are very strong, so you can stress it a little bit, so that you can see that it works for all the day. Also, it was the wearing comfort. One or 2 points more for that. This point, it's very important because it's your tool. You use it all the day, 8 or 9 hours working time, so that you have a good wearing comfort. That you are able to use it all the time. First of all is the stressless conversation with the HD sound, with the wideband sound, and the next one is that you can wear it with comfortable ear pads. You can change the ear pads of all our headsets to different wearing styles, so that you have the best solution you want for your office. So Sennheiser's audio company also are very important, that we have the protection of your hearings, of your ears, of your hearing. The unique Sennheiser technology Active Guard is based on this. This is in all our headsets, and this is a protection against acoustic bursts. So if you have a call and you have a distribution on the line or something crying in the line, then the system jumps automatically in and compromise the sound to a protect level, so that you can don't get hurt by such an acoustic signal that's too high for your ears. It's limited on 103 dB. normally for the wired and wireless solutions, so that you can be sure that you're always on the safe side on the conversation. Maybe one or two things about our headsets himself. We have here the wireless DECT range with the DW Office, DW Pro 1 and Pro 2. It's a monaural or binaural solution, different ring styles, so we can offer 4 different ring styles with ear hook, with a headband, or with the Pro series, a little bit more strong with ultra noise cancellation microphone for noisy environments, so that you can be sure that your voice is clearly, that you can also only transmit your voice, not the noise. It's a DECT system. It's a range up to 55 meters in a typical office building. Also safe transmission, so that you can be sure that you can move from your desk as long as you need. We also have the full workday talk time, up to 12 hours talk time. With the fast charging system, so we have in only 20 minutes 50% of the talk time recharged in this system. The next one is the wired Century series. Is our premium headset, top of the line, with the big ear pads, with a very high reading comfort, so that we have a perfect fit to your ear. We have this series in different connections with the easy disconnect. You connect it to a desk phone or to a USB connection to your soft client or a soft system, to your PC, or to your mobile phone, or whatever what kind of device you need or what kind of device you used. Also, we have a stereo sound, the double-side USB variant, so that you have the best audio you can get in each situation. So it's also auto-detected for the USB. So if you use, for example, YouTube video or something like that, then the USB headsets normally shows a different audio profile, so that you have the best audio performance in each situation. So next my last point is, in this case, please try our headsets to find your solution you needed. So if you have different requests to your headset, to your solution, to your office environment, then you can get headsets for trial. You can get this trial over NFON or over our online page, so that you can able to find your personal headset solution you need and the best conversation. Here, that's from my side.
All right, so Matthias, thanks a lot for those interesting information around the Sennheiser portfolio and the HD voice devices you offer. George, great facts about telephony history as such, and especially the HD. I'm sure the next 100 years won't be less busy and less innovation. So we thank you for tuning in to our webinar today. If you want to know more about the HD voice feature and hear the HD voice clarity, contact your next NFON partner and request that. We hope to welcome you for the next webinars, and we'll have a great day and see you soon. Thank you.
Thank you.